Okay, dokie. What's going on, people? Lovely people, lovely people. Okay, so people who come to the stream and have been following me for a while and my MMO exploits know that one of the biggest things one of the biggest things that they know that I love doing in an MMORPG is playing Auction House Online, and that's basically making bank. Now, I do this in almost every game I can, and recently I've been getting a lot of requests about people have been asking me to make a video or advice on how to make money fast at different level intervals. Now, I'm gonna just English is hard. Don't judge me. I'm gonna start off by saying that if you're level anything pre 50, it's pretty much gonna be revolving around. Okay, so if you're pre 50, the best and fastest ways to make money is to, other than typically playing the game, grinding quests and whatnot, is to get to quests, is to get to gathering professions. Now you want to before you choose which gathering professions you want to get, you need to do some research on your own auction house on your server and find out which commodity is actually going for the most. Let's say if mining, is pretty. If mining is big on my server, I want to go for mining, obviously, Or you generally want to look at what's the most profitable thing that there is on the auction house for the specific thing. Let's see, relics. Okay, so this Elden hybrid composer is basically going for one platinum each. This is going for 2 platinum. Now, before free to play, I could easily tell you that it was mining and relic hunting. But since with the free to play launch, the economy got wiped pretty much. It got started over. It got rebooted for the free to play players. Now, not everything is back. A lot of things have changed, etc. But basically, for right now on my server, which is Entity 1, you want to go with relic hunting and probably mining. Maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. Uh, let's see. 5 gold, 1 gold, 4 gold, 3 gold. Okay, so, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. We want to do that. Mining. Mining might be. Eh. It's probably either mining. What's herbs? You don't really need a thing with herbs. You can get herbs regardless of what you are, because herbs isn't an actual gathering profession. All you need is a weapon, and you can gather herbs. Now, where's the thing that shows me? Architect. There we go. That's not what I want. This is not what I want. Where the fuck do you find wood and shit? I've never run wood, so I've never been a survivalist, so I've never had the need to look it up. I think it would be under survivalist, but there we go. Okay, so survivalist right now, survivalist is not going so well, or at least wood isn't. Let's see. Poultry is doing all right. Neither is that. Leather isn't doing good. Cloth isn't. Oh, cloth is actually doing very well. That's because cloth is actually pretty hard to get. You cannot just go out and gather it. This only drops from mobs. So cloth only drops from mobs, from what I know. So I guess we're gonna go with mining and relic hunting, like before. But so basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your tools for both professions, and then you're gonna take some time out. You can either solely do this for like an hour or two, or however long you want, or just do it as you play. You collect resources as always. You don't generally. I like to wait until I have a full bag of resources before I go to the auction house. Now the max item resource count is 250. Now, instead of constantly checking, the easiest way to find out if is when you're full on resources, you'll start seeing it show up in your bag, because that's where the excess goes. Other than that, once you get your stuff, I'm going to tell you how to actually make money. this is basically how you undercut, and it's really important to know how to undercut, because nothing pisses me off more than someone who completely destroys an item's value simply because they don't know how to undercut. Now, a good example of doing it wrong would be taking an item that's worth 5 platinum and undercutting it to like 50 gold. That's a severe case of you just fucked up. Now, not only are you fucking your own self over, you're fucking over everybody. Nobody is happy about this, basically. No one's happy. No one's happy at all. So generally what I like to do, it really depends on what the starting price is. So like for instance, if something's 2 platinum, my competition is selling their wood for 2 platinum, I'm generally probably going to knock it down by 50 gold at that point. Knock it down by anywhere between 50 and 30 gold. You don't want to knock it down too much, because then other people are undercutting you and then they drop it down 20 or 30 gold, or even lower. And then soon, like 10 people down the road, it's basically useless. That's how it goes. So it's really always good to not undercut so much because of the idiots that undercut it terribly. Now, like I said, the amount that you got undercut by really depends on what the money is at. Sometimes it's not even worth undercutting. Like if I got something, or if he's got something that's like 16 silver, my rule of thumb is if it's under a gold, I don't undercut it, because it's just not worth it. It's really not worth it. I could go out and farm a bunch of junk and make a gold's worth, in half the effort and half the time. That's my rule of thumb, though. That doesn't have to be yours, but that's mine. I generally don't undercut anything that's under a gold on this game. Now, if let's say you have something you put on I have something on the auction house that's 10 gold, and you have the same thing. You want to generally undercut me by at least 2 to 3 gold. Sometimes not even. Anywhere between. It really depends on what the item is, also. So like, how rare is it? How much is it in demand? Stuff like that. These are things that you have to take into consideration when also pricing something, because that goes into the fact of, well, what if I run into a situation where nobody has this item on the auction house and I don't know what to put it at? Well, generally the things that I go about on judging something's worth is, one, if I really don't fucking know, I'll ask the community. I'll be like, so, I'll do a price check and I'll see what everybody has to say. Some people are going to troll you and they're like, oh, that's 1 silver, when it's really worth like a platinum or something. But the other, if the community isn't helping you and you don't trust them, basically ask yourself this: 1, how rare is the item? 2, how often is it? How much of a demand is it? How much of a demand is there for it? And 3, how easy is it for you to farm it? Now, generally, you're not always going to get the right. Sometimes you're going to fuck up. Hell, even I fuck up all the time with that, because I suck at determining things well. You know, unless I actually know what it's worth, then yeah. But generally, let's say, like I said, I got my 10 gold item up. You have yours. You should probably undercut me to at least 3 gold. You know, that'll guarantee you profit. It's unless you bought it. Now that leads me to another undercutting tactic, or another tactic revolved or used to own the auction house. Now this is a very risky tactic. Now if somebody is flooding the auction house with a specific item and it's really low, like I'm saying 5 to 6 gold, and you've got like 5, 6 platinum or whatever, and you got the same item, but you got a lot more than they do, and they drove the prize. I generally do this when someone destroys the fucking prize or something, when I know it shouldn't be that way. Like if I have something that's worth 5 to 10 gold, and you've knocked it down to 50 silver to 1 gold, I'm generally gonna try and buy up every single one of those that you put on there, and then I'm gonna relist them for my price. Now, the risk is obvious. If you don't know the risk, it's pretty obvious that buying something you just spent probably 20 gold in buying that shit up. Now, the risk is, yes, you've invested money. Now the risk is that, 3 times saying the risk is, it's not enough, so I'm gonna say it again. The risk is that you aren't sure that you're going to get a return on that. You're not sure that anybody at all is going to buy that. So that's the real risk with running that tactic. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. It's most commonly used in World of Warcraft, where things are a lot more flooded. But I like to use this in every game. I use it in SWTOR. I use it in this. I haven't had the bank to do it in this. So, but I'm rich on WoW and SWTOR, so I can do it. I can't do it here because I'm not rich at the moment. I'm not rich because I spent roughly 20 to 30 platinum buying things and preparing for a free to play launch. That's why I'm not rich right now. I'm actually currently working on it right now. Uh, Basically, that pretty much goes in terms of low leveling. And that doesn't even have to be for low leveling. That's pretty much your only viable way to get money fast and at a decent rate at a low level. Now, once you're 50, it's kind of different. It becomes actually a lot faster and easier to get money, as every level 50, every level 45 to 50 quests and daily quests tend to offer you a decent amount of money. On top of that, you can do veteran ship hand missions, which are expeditions now, which I have no idea why they changed the name. But you want to do a veteran ship hand. Now, there are some that are faster than others. The fastest one to farm is Infestation. Now, I would show you why, but basically, I have some situation going on with my gear. It's gone, so I don't know what to do. So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with these. But yeah, I'll show you in another video when I get something situated on a new character. But yeah, basically you can, if you do a random one, you get five guaranteed gold and a bag of loot. Now, the bag of loot isn't really worth it in my opinion, so I generally just go for infestation or whatever. Now, the more difficult the ship hand, the better the loot, I believe. But the thing with veteran ship hands and regulars is that it's your score, your end game score is based off of how fast it took you to finish it and how many obstacles you do. Now, I think in veteran, I'm not sure, but I think in veteran, anything short of 100% will get you silver. You have to get at least 100% to get a gold medal. I'm not sure, but I believe that's how it is in veterans. I could be wrong, but that's how it's been for me. It's what it seems like it's been like that for me. Now, that will get you more, that will get you 5 gold or more, plus a pretty nifty amount of loot that you can put on the auction house. So, and I think that's it. I think that's it. Because you got the auction house and you got the gathering. You can also invest in a biome or a biome or what are they called? Kits, fab kit for your house, a gathering fab kit, like a mining fab kit or something, and upgrade it. Basically, if you do that, then you don't have to go out. You can simply go to your house and gather shit, and that's like a guaranteed, money right there. But yeah, other than that, it's either gathering, playing the auction house, and veteran ship hand, veteran expeditions. Nowadays. So I hope this video was helpful for somebody. If you have any more questions on the matter that I didn't cover in the video, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer the question. Or if it requires, a much broader visual explanation, I will upload another video. All right. Thanks for watching, stopping by. See you later, guys and girls. Peace!